What's up guys, it is that Panda guy and I'm here again with another video, and I actually wanted to show you guys something really quickly. And I had been pondering on this for like the past well, I hadn't been pondering on it, but I had thought about it about a month ago, and I was like, hey, this can actually be abused and this could be used for really malicious purposes. But I basically wanted to show you guys this, and I was actually contemplative on posting this because I didn't want to post it at the thought of, oh, maybe people are going to use it and abuse it, but I do think it'll help people more than hurt people, especially if you're worried about this happening. And I do think that this should be something that the developers work on, because this is absolutely insane. I haven't really taken precautions against it. I don't really want to have to leave the map every time I go to sleep. I just would assume that none of my players would backstab me to the point of doing this. But basically, what can happen is, if you guys don't know, holding a super weapon basically means that your base is vulnerable. And I don't know if this guy's still burning. Okay, well, this guy had gotten burnt earlier, but basically he had one of these super weapons, right? And even if you're on territory, your base can be burnt while holding a super weapon. And I actually have a super weapon here to kind of show you guys an example. So, if you guys don't know how super weapons drop, they're going to be zombie spawns. And there's basically a purple zombie in each one of these, swarm of like blue. It's like blue ranked zombies, and there's a purple zombie, and there's 3 of them on each side that spawn consecutively every few hours. And basically what happens is you can get one of these super weapons, you can transport it back to your base, but not only can you transport it back to your base, if you're too weak and let's say you grab the super weapon and you don't want to take it, you can basically transport it to anybody. So if I wanted to transport it to Zoro here, I can basically just drag it onto his base and reinforce him, and it'll basically give him the super weapon, which will make his base vulnerable. Which in the case of a T6 player, if you're giving it to your well or something who's more capable of holding the super weapon, sorry, that makes sense. But even then, the T6 player might not be active, might not be online, they might not know that you're handing it to them, and overall something like this can be very devastating. And I think, one, you should be make sure that your player's willing to receive it, and two, the fact that this is possible in general is really bad, because not only are you able to give it to players who are potentially unable to defend themselves, this can be abused in a loophole. Whereas let's say I give it to this Zoro guy, right? Let's say the enemy sends in a march, they basically burn his base, and they say, all right, well, now you can kill my march to get the super weapon back, or however the case that they get the super weapon back to you, be it like transporting it to a base that maybe leaves the map, because if you don't know, you can also leave the map and it'll drop it. And basically, let's say your player picks up the super weapon and they transport it back to the burning base, and they repeat that process to basically get your player zeroed. I'm sure this wouldn't happen often. There's very few players who would backstab you to that point, and I feel like there aren't a lot of alliances that would collaborate with a player like that, because it's just pretty scummy, but it's still a very big possibility. And I wanted to actually bring some light onto this situation, because I think that this is just really, really bad, and I think that this is just a terrible way to abuse it. The fact that you can potentially get zeroed while being on territory, while being in a safe area, even if it's on helipad, and sleeping or something, and it just pops your shield too, right? That is insane to me, right? And that can just be freaking terrible. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. That is like literally terrible, man. This is such a bad loophole that I feel like they should have been able to see from a mile away. But I don't know. I just wanted to post something today. I will be working on some other videos. I know I haven't posted for a little while, right? I know some people have actually wanted me to post, because I've actually people reaching out and asking about it. I will try to post. I'm going to try to do some tier lists. I know I had mentioned on my actual last tier list video talking about a tier list for field marches, and I actually have a Google Docs that I had been working on and I had kind of been delaying. I also have some other videos in my editor that I need to finish up and stuff. So I will be trying to get around to all that kind of stuff. So yeah, look out for that maybe. But yeah, I do appreciate you guys. You guys let me know what your guys' thoughts on that are. If you guys think I shouldn't have made a video on this, I feel like it just is too important not to make a video on, but I don't know. You guys have a great day or night though. I will see you guys in the next video. That is about it, and peace out.